welcome to Generation in Between, a Xennial Podcast where we are, there we go.
We are in our
I'm not going to look
Varsity
to the side
Blues.
because I was so irritated with myself when I watched back the other. And
we both
so
were doing it though.
I know,
I'll make my coffee where I want it. Got it. Okay. I'll start.
Okay.
You'll start with the have you ever used the line. Okay.
Cool.
Because I knew you liked that line. So I was like, I'll give this to her. Okay.
Thanks.
Do you think some of the scariest villains are sports coaches in the late 90s movies?
Have you ever used the line, I don't want your life, to mic drop at the end of an argument?
If the term Friday Night Lights instantly makes you think of a brunette Dawson Leary throwing into the end zone, you might be a Xennial, and we are too. Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Danny, and welcome to Generation in Between, a Xennial podcast where we remember, revisit, and sometimes relearn all kinds of things from being 80s kids, and in this case, 90s teens.
Yes, and today we're going full on Friday Night Lights with the
Let's
1999 teen sports drama, Varsity Blues.
Woo woo!
So fun. So we both rewatched it.
Yeah.
And if you'll notice on YouTube, friends, we are in blue.
We have a uniform now.
We have a uniform. It is our, what does it say? I want my generation.
Oh my God, you don't even know what our shirt's like.
I knew the tank top said that. Yes?
Yeah, it's the same
So
design.
they all say it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in blue.
We do have a tank top that says made in the 80s.
That's right.
I need to get that one.
Yeah.
I need to order that.
We'll just get them all and just rotate them around.
Well, Katie was like, I ordered a tank and Katie ordered the pink shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But then she texted me and she's like, okay, I need the other two colors of the tees because I like it.
Yeah.
Because they're nice. They're like
super nice.
They're like form fitting, but not like crazy.
Mm-mm.
And they're like soft. Because I hate those like scratchy, cheap screen printed tees. Y'all all know what we're talking about. And so then I was like, well, if she's gonna get all the colors, I need all the colors. And then we were like, do we match? I don't know. But now we look very official.
I like that we're matching. Well, this time we picked the blue for Varsity Blues, but I think I like that we're matching. I think we should always match. We'll see what happens. But what will happen? Someone will walk in the wrong color at some point. That will happen, but we will give it a shot. So we both rewatched this movie. So tell me, how did your rewatch go? Did you watch it alone? Did you watch with your family? What happened?
No, Troy and I watched it. I think we watched it last Sunday night. I don't remember because I was like, I got to get this watched. And like our nights during the week are kind of scattered because we are transporting a child to rehearsals at weird hours. So I think that's when we watched it. It must have, I don't know. Anyway, so we watched it and I hadn't seen this movie in a long time. And neither had Troy, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
And you hadn't seen it in a while.
I don't know that I've watched it since I first saw it.
Oh, really?
Maybe because it's an MTV movie.
Yeah.
I forgot that. And I feel like maybe I saw it on MTV like in the early 2000s, like college age and a little bit above.
Well, then that explains why you don't remember the strip club scene. Because it's very edited. It's in there, but it's very edited.
That makes sense.
On TV.
Yeah. But I definitely saw it in theaters when it first came out, but I had forgotten about the teacher at the strip club.
About a lot of the boobs.
And I was like, oh, wow.
There's a lot of boobs in that scene.
There are.
I mean, it's a strip club, so.
Right. And then the other scene where they're in the police car, there's a lot of boobs in that scene, too.
Yeah.
Lots going on. So my husband and I watched it during the day on Tuesday.
What time? Because I know it's got to be some random ass time.
It was like 10 a.m. Yeah. So we've been trying. So it's the second week our kids are back in school. Mm-hmm. So usually the first day of school, we have like a date day.
Oh, that's cute.
We go to like breakfast or we go to the gym and we go to breakfast and we'll just hang out quietly at home or whatever. But this year was a little different based on our schedules. But also we have one kid who is taking college classes but still living at home. So the first day everybody went, we were just too busy and he was home anyway and it was a whole thing. So basically the whole week goes by. We hadn't done anything. And I was like, I need to watch this movie and I think you'll like it. He swears he's never seen it till now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I was like, let's get everybody out the door Tuesday. And my son goes to college classes that day too. And then let's either like go to breakfast. So that's what we did. We went to breakfast, came back, watched Varsity Blues.
See, that's the advantage of having two people in the house who have like non-traditional work schedules.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes. And so it was really fun. And I had a good time watching it, and he really enjoyed it too.
Did he? I was like, because he's a big sports guy.
Yeah.
But he's super critical of like pop culture movies. Yeah.
A few things he laughed at that were a little laughable.
Well, yeah, there's plenty.
A couple lines and stuff. The one part, he didn't laugh at this, but when Tweeter was talking about how all women are panty droppers, and my husband was like, whoa.
Yeah, because he talks about drugging them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa. And then I almost said Dawson. Mox.
Yeah.
James Vanderbeek says, well, I hope you enjoy prison. And Brent's like, okay, they saved it. a little bit.
Yeah.
Like being like,
because he's supposed to be cringy. He's the Stifler.
He's supposed to be.
He's the Stifler of this movie.
Absolutely. But we both liked it. And I asked him, like, the football parts to me were very visually like intense.
Yeah.
Where you could see their helmets smacking and stuff like that. And I granted, I don't watch a ton of sports movies, and I'm certainly not watching them with like a critical eye if I do. But I was like, it felt like that camera work and stuff was kind of good, right? Yeah. And he was like, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it was, the football scenes were like well done.
I am not a sports person, as I've said, at all. I don't like any sports. And my least favorite sport is football because it's so violent. And even though I knew, like, and like all my other Southern people out there, like, sorry guys, whatever. So it was so good. I was cringing like every time somebody got hurt.
Correct.
Or passed out. I was like, oh my God. It makes my stomach flip. I don't like it.
Right.
But movie, and I mean, I don't mind me a sports movie because generally they have like a good like character arc and like some kind of whatever. Y'all know I told y'all about my husband and Rudy.
Oh yeah.
Like he loves that movie.
Loves so that
much.
Movie.
Like, but Troy was saying, speaking of him, he was like, I think this is one of like the top football movies.
I think so too. Brant didn't say that, but the fact that he was like, yeah, it was pretty good.
Because I mean, I know you have research or whatever.
I do.
Okay. I have to say this. Jon Voight, perfection.
So good.
He played the football coach and he's an asshole. Like there's no redeeming qualities. Nothing. But man, like the mannerisms, the gum chewing.
I love.
From the first minute he gets on that screen, he is perfect. I mean, he was so good.
He was really good. And at the end, when he's like in his office and like packing up his stuff, and then he's like looking at his trophies, my husband actually said, man, they better not give him like a salvation story.
They didn't.
And they didn't.
They did not. He left. And you know what? He had the only good accent.
I was going to ask you about James Vanderbeek specifically.
Okay.
His, I felt like slipped in and
out. Now, Ali Larter's was the worst.
Oh yeah, hers was bad.
It was bad. Troy was like, I cannot stand how she talked. Like, it was bad. And she'd always go, Mox. Like, that's how
Mox. Yeah.
But they were bad. Speaking of bad Texas accents, have you watched The Hunting Wives yet?
Not yet. It keeps coming up on like Netflix every time I open it.
You gotta watch it.
And you said it's
insane.
Like a short series, like it's like a series.
Yeah, it's like eight episodes.
Okay, I will watch.
I really will. It is like so.
How are their accents?
Terrible.
Oh, okay.
Terrible. And the wigs. I was just listening
I love
to.
A wig, though.
No, but they're so like
they're bad.
They're
wigs?
very evident that it's wigs.
Okay. Oh.
You'll see.
Okay.
But it's great.
It's still really good.
It's
still really
good.
The
camp of the show is the bomb. It's so good.
Okay.
And it's just so out there. And every episode, like some of it is like, okay. And I was listening to a podcast on the way here. They were talking about it. It was Las Culturistas because I love them. And they were like, I don't know if it's supposed to be making fun of like the uber conservative pro-gun Texas culture or not. And I'm like thinking, no, it's definitely like tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
You'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
It's just
like you're supposed
nuts.
to feel some way about it when you watch it, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see. And there are a lot. You want to see there's so many boobies because there's a lesbian sex scene like every episode. Like there's so many boobies.
I love how you're like, if you want to see them, like I've been saying, I would like a show where I can see them.
Well, when I told you to watch that, I said, it's campy.
You told me.
It's got crime in it because they're trying to figure out who killed this young girl, and you find out in the beginning episode. It was like fine.
Okay.
So the whole time it's like a whodunit. And you said boobs, crime and something else, and I'm in. See,
I did say that.
I know.
Okay. So you're delivering me one. You're giving me one. And
anyway,
here
it's crazy, but
is.
their accents are awful.
Oh my God, I love it.
They are so bad. Like, I'm like, have they ever even been to the South? Like, I don't even know. It's so bad.
Oh
Anyway.
man, I did think like the cops in Varsity Blues, the police officers seemed to have really good. And John Voight's was good because John Voight's wasn't over the top.
No, his was the only good one.
Good. Yeah. Him and the dad.
The one dad.
Lance's dad? The one who gets hurt?
Not Lance's dad. I don't even know if he was a dad. It was just a local guy.
Okay.
He had the mustache and like a hat. Yeah. He was like a skinny guy.
Yeah. That guy. Yeah.
His was good.
His was good. His was believable.
Good. It was a very like.
And he was the one talking to the cop at the restaurant, right?
Yes.
When they were like smoking and talking about the boys being bad or whatever. Yeah. That one felt like you were in a Southern breakfast place.
Yeah.
Like they felt for real. Yeah. Okay. All
right, let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. So, Varsity Blues, as a whole, was released in the United States on January 15th, 1999. It's a Paramount Pictures, but it was produced by MTV Productions.
Yeah.
Which is partially why the soundtrack is so fire.
So good.
So good. The film grossed $54.3 million worldwide.
Wow.
And it had mixed reviews from critics. We'll get into some of that. But it did have praise for its depiction of small town communities, but critics criticized some of the cliches.
But I'm sorry, I grew up in the South and some of those are 100% real.
Yeah. So there you go.
Football literally is a way of life for a lot of people. They will hold kids back. Well, they probably can't get away with that now. But back in the day, they would hold kids back so they could play.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
People would move so they would be in another district. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty on point. And like the steroid usage, that probably can't happen now, but I guarantee it happened back in the 90s.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know I have seen on a football field somebody get knocked out and they bring the smelling salts to come back. There was no concussion protocol back then. None. And they would go right back out.
That whole part was,
so cringy.
It was awful when that happened. But you're right. It's
I mean, that was real. I mean, it doesn't, I would hope it doesn't happen as much now. And now there's so many laws in effect.
Yeah.
And like,
it's harder to do. I'm sure it still happens.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're caught doing it, the repercussions are more.
Oh, yeah. Like your ass is going to jail.
Yeah.
You giving some teenage kids.
Absolutely.
Roids.
Absolutely.
Well, and what they were giving him, like that's what Troy and I were talking about. They're like, are they giving him steroids? I was like, no, what I think they're giving him, not like steroids, like testosterone. You know, when you get inflammation, you can get a steroid shot to reduce that inflammation.
It's like a cortisol shot.
It's like a cortisol shot. And that is really problematic because what happens is it makes you feel better, but it doesn't do anything to help heal it.
Correct.
So what you're doing is you're feeling better. So you think, oh, let me go and do all these things. And it makes it worse, which is what happened to Lance.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. I think it was so steroids, but still, all of those things that are designed to mask or in a fake way make someone feel better to perform for a sport, for a high school sport. Goodness gracious.
High school sport, yeah.
So if you haven't watched it and you're just listening to us, the movie follows the backup quarterback, Jonathan Mox. He sound like chickens. Mox. Sorry, everyone. And he was played by James Vanderbeek of Dawson's Creek fame. And his character suddenly has to lead the team when the quarterback, Lance Harbor, played by Paul Walker, gets injured.
Listen, I forgot how exceedingly good looking Paul Walker was.
It was painful.
Like, he is part of that like 0.001% of humans that are just perfectly symmetrical, which is what makes somebody so attractive.
Yes.
There's not a lot of people in the world, but he is one.
The first time he came on the screen, like that we could like see him, right? Like not when he
walks out on the porch.
That's what I was about to say. I like audibly gasped for a few reasons. One, he's so good looking and you forget until you see it again and so young. And two, just remembering like he's not with us anymore.
I know.
There's two people from the main cast who have passed.
He's
one. The other one's Billy Bob. He died. I have it in my notes, but a year after the movie came out, he got gastric bypass.
Oh.
Which, whatever that's about. But he was over 500 pounds.
Ooh.
He got gastric bypass and lost like over 300 pounds, something like that. And that was in 2001. He didn't die till 2016.
Oh.
And he maintained like the lower weight, but he died of kidney and liver failure. And he was only like 40 or something.
Oh my God.
I guess from all the years before.
His body was just taxed out.
Yeah. Like everything, ran out of steam faster than normal. So he's also passed away.
Oh, that's so sad.
And then James Vanderbeek fighting colorectal cancer right now. I don't know. I just, it kind of just made me feel sort of sad when I was watching the movie, watching the people who have passed and how young they are, and thinking of like I was young then too. I don't know. It just more so than other things we've watched with nostalgia. I was really feeling a little bit of that.
I think that's middle age. That's what happens to you at middle age, or like it's like a mortality check. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been thinking about that a lot too, because brought our kid to college. He's in college right now and he's having a hard time adjusting, and it's making me remember being that age and all the feelings, and then thinking, shit, that was so long ago.
Right. Like you have to literally see your own offspring going through it to even sort of tap those feelings. Ago. Yeah.
And I thought of it too, because like, you know, we're texting him and he was like FaceTiming with his brother. And I'm like, damn, I remember I had to have like a calling card.
Yep.
To dial on a cordless phone in my dorm room to talk to my parents.
And I would go sit in the hall, like, because I still had a boyfriend in high school when I first went to college.
Yeah.
Not for long. But I would call him on a calling card and then hope he was home. And then I'd sit in the hall and talk to him so I wasn't bothering my roommate. And then everybody's walking by me. And I've been thinking about that as it relates to your son too, because I've just been thinking about like how that's how we had to communicate with people back home. And at least now they have more communication.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's better or worse.
I know.
Because then they're in real time, like whether he's FaceTiming with his brother or his girlfriend, who is my daughter, or whoever, he's seeing all the home stuff more than he would have.
Right.
And is that comforting, or is that like, and I'm sure the longer he's there, the easier those types of things will feel. Sure. But it's hard right now. So hard, but so that was a long time ago.
Yeah. It just makes me be like, fuck, like that was so long ago.
A lifetime ago.
For
real.
I thought of it too, because I told him, like, I was just asking it, like, he has a friend that is there that they knew in high school here, but he's older. He's like 2 years older.
Oh, okay.
So he's like had them over to his apartment or whatever.
Nice.
But I was like, I was like, well, did y'all go somewhere or did you just like hang out? He's like, no, we just hung out at his apartment. And I was like, and I said, oh, well, how old do you have to be to go to bars there? Because I don't know. Like, said, can you be 18 or do you have to be 21?
And like actually go.
And he said, no, you can be 18. You just get a wristband. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, I think we may go out like this weekend. And I was like, oh my God. So I said, don't play around with drinking in a bar. Because they will take your ass to jail.
Especially in a college. They're looking
for that. When I was in college, they would hand you a ticket.
Yeah.
And
you'd pay it.
And or in my case, I told the story on here, I think.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. I mean, I was 17, so I had to go to court and it was a whole annoying mess. But if you were 18, they'd give you it because they didn't want to deal with it. No. But now they're like, fuck no, you're cuffing and you're going to jail. So
yeah, no, they don't mess around. My son, who's your son's age, went away for the weekend with some friends this past weekend, and that was an interesting experience because they all drove. And at one point, one of my kids was like, "Oh, he's at the club," and I was like, "What?"
Isn't that weird?
But it was an 18.
He's old enough,
and he had a wristband, and it looked like a fun club, I guess.
Look, I had some fun in my club days.
Yeah, I
had some fun times.
Yeah. So, so long ago. And now we get to relive it, sort of.
So long ago.
So long.
It's so weird. Anyway.
Okay.
So I get it.
All right. So Varsity Blues was directed by Brian Robbins, who also directed another 90s classic, Good Burger.
Oh my God.
I totally forgot about that movie.
I was too old for the Keenan and Kel stuff. Like we were a little too old.
We were.
But I've seen it because Cooper likes to watch. Well, first of all, we love Saturday Night Live and we love Kenan Thompson. He is the GOAT.
He walks on screen and I laugh.
He is just
period.
I need to know what he ingests to stay young looking, because he looks exactly the same.
I know.
Him and freaking who are we? Paul Rudd. What are they doing? What witchcraft are they part of?
Both of them. They're in the same cult somewhere.
But anyway, Cooper loves him, and he likes to look up like old Disney shows or Nickelodeon shows, because you can stream everything.
Absolutely.
And he watched Good Burger like a bajillion times. I'm like, actually, this is pretty funny.
It's really funny.
Those two kids together had such comedic genius timing.
They were, and like you said, there's some actors that are super funny by themselves, which in their cases is true. Yes. But then when you put them with a certain other person,
so good.
They're just so funny. I feel that way about Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, who were in Step Brothers together. Yes. And then the Legend of Ricky Bobby. I was like, Bobby, what? Ricky Bobby. Like anytime they're together, I'm like, oh my God, they're so funny together. And they're funny by themselves.
And let's not forget the GOATs. Chris Farley and David Spade.
Oh my Lord.
Them two.
Just wow. Yeah. So funny. And I mean, we're mentioning all males, of course. You've got like the Tina Fey and the Amy Poehler. You can't even with them. Those two. I love them.
And then anyway. Maya Rudolph with anybody.
Oh yeah. I know.
I fucking love her.
And Kristen Wiig in that Bridesmaids movie. And then like other stuff too, like on SNL. So and oh man, they're so funny.
All right,
all right. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so the Good Burger guy is the one that directed this.
That's great.
Yeah, which
that was an MTV movie too.
I was saying, wasn't that an MTV movie? Yeah. Okay, so of course we have Mox, who is James Vanderbeek, and at this point he was already Dawson Leary on Dawson's Creek. He actually auditioned for this role as Mox while season 1 was airing of Dawson's Creek.
While it was airing.
So he
when
was
did
already
they film it though, because his hair was brown. So I was like, it must have been on a break in between.
It must have been.
And then they had to dye it back.
Yeah.
So I wonder
or if it was like
you didn't come across
semi-permanent. Not when they actually filmed it.
Okay.
He was actually in another movie before this. This wasn't his first movie, but no one's ever really heard of it. And it was in 1995. It was called Angus.
I have heard of that.
You've seen it?
Did he play a bully?
Yeah.
I do remember it. Yeah, it was about this little funny, little awkward looking kid. He was Angus.
Oh.
Yeah. And James Vanderbeek was like the popular mean guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have seen Angus.
A bully.
So I have heard of it.
No one's heard of it except Danny. Also, me just saying no one's heard of it with absolutely nothing to back that up at all.
I'm pretty sure it was a pretty popular movie.
Well, we might have to rewatch that one or watch it for the first time.
Nobody's heard of it. And I'm like, oh, I've seen that.
You're like, he was this character. I mean, there was another character.
Not like it matters, because I've seen all kinds of random shit.
That's true.
I don't know.
Listeners, if you've seen Angus, let us know.
I gotta keep talking. I gotta pull up the picture of the kid, because you'll know him once you see him.
Well, you're gonna love this. So Vanderbeek obviously began in showbiz at a young age. Is that it? Is this the pictures?
Yeah. And you know who else is in that movie? Is that girl that was in Jurassic Park. And the kid that was in Can't Hardly Wait.
Laura Linney?
No, the young girl.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What's her name?
I can't remember. And then the klepto kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kathy Bates was in it.
Okay.
George C. Scott.
And it says it's from the producers of Cool Runnings.
Yeah. Well, okay. Look at you.
All right, Angus. You're going to have to be on my list.
Classic.
So you're going to love this. Okay. Before he went to New York City to try to make it big, which he convinced his mom to take him there at age 15.
Okay.
Before that, his first role ever was in a school play, middle school production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Who was he?
He was Reuben.
Get out!
Yeah. So he was just like one of the brothers.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
I never knew that. So he's
a singer?
Because
remember that episode where he was drunk singing? It was not good. But I guess he was supposed to sing
his
badly.
middle school production, he was Reuben. He might not be much of a singer.
But also, okay, well, we're going to have to find videos, because I would love to know if he's a decent singer.
But he immediately found an agent, and he made his professional debut off Broadway at age 16. In 1993, he was in the premiere of the Edward Albee play Finding the Sun.
Wow.
With the Signature Theater Company. And Edward Albee is one of the best playwrights ever. American playwrights.
Did not know that.
And it had good critical reviews. I've never heard of it. Well, no one's ever heard of it. As every listener's like, I've seen it.
Well, I feel like this is going to sound dumb, but like theater people know this, but I feel like people who are just like not big into theater, like Broadway is not just musicals.
Right. That's right.
A lot of people that aren't in the theater world or that don't love theater don't realize that like what is called straight plays are just as popular and big of a deal as musicals.
Deal. And even off Broadway is
huge.
Right there.
Yeah, it's
like,
huge.
It's a big deal to have be in an off-Broadway show.
Right.
For sure. So before he was on Dawson's, he also had minor roles on Clarissa Explains It All.
Love that show.
And the soap opera As the World Turns.
Well, everybody back then been in soap operas.
Every good-looking person.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Good looking in the standards
Eurocentric.
Of the day.
Patriarchal standards.
Exactly. So, and then just a note in here that I Don't Want Your Life scene has been one of the most parodied lines of the 90s.
Because it's so good. And he did have a good accent when he delivered that line.
That is true. He did a good job on that one.
That one he did.
He had some that were, that's what I mean. He was slipping in and out. Yeah, that's what it was.
It's funny to me because I am from the South and like I live in Florida, but Florida's not really the same. The Panhandle is still kind of like countrified in some places. But down here, a lot of people don't have like Southern accents. But I feel like I haven't lived somewhere where there's a Southern accent in a long time, but mine still sneaks in here and there. And to me, it seems like the easiest accent to fake. But I guess not. What do you think? Because you don't have a Southern accent.
I don't. I've tried. I think I tried it for one role and we ended up dropping it because same thing. I was slipping in and out.
They were like, that's bad.
They're like, you know what? Just say it normally. I was like, okay.
It's interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I think I would have to actually try it and study it and make it work. But I do think it's got so many different little nuances depending where you're from.
Yeah, it's very regional.
What makes it sound not authentic is when people are sort of just mushing them all together.
Yeah.
And I think that's easy to do. And I think that's what happened in this movie.
Well, you know what I can tell you is when people have like a Texas sounding accent in movies or shows that take place in New Orleans, that is incorrect. Nobody talks like that. Everybody talks more. It's almost Boston sounding, like the Cajun accent in the New Orleans area. Like if you talk to my stepdad, he's the perfect example of what a South Louisiana accent sounds like. It's very different than, and I hate that. Like A Time to Kill was one because it took place in New Orleans, and you have Matthew McConaughey, although he was from Georgia in that movie.
He was from Georgia,
but everybody there talks like super Southern drawl, and that's not how people talk down there.
There's different nuances of it.
It's super annoying.
I think that's what makes it hard to just say do a Southern accent.
I get you.
Well, it's like, well, what do you mean?
But what do you mean? Because a New Orleans accent, like my stepdad, that's how he talks. He goes, "Hey, baby, this is Papa D. How you doing?" That's how he talks.
Oh, I love that. That's so fun.
And if you ever meet him, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, that."
We're like, "Oh wow, yeah, that is what you sound like." Nice.
Hey, baby, this is Papa D.
Hey, baby,
how you doing? Everybody out there that knows him is like, that is what he sounds like.
They're like, wow, you sound just like him.
But that's how people sound down there.
I love that. Okay, so it's so funny. But to your point about accents, I think that's why that's a hard one.
I get it now.
If you don't specifically say, sound like you're from here or there.
I get you. I love it when I do auditions and they're like, can you do a Southern accent? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, like
what I can't. I have a hard time with like New York accents. I can't. I can do British, but I can't do.
New York's hard.
It's hard.
And New Jersey.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Those are hard. And sometimes Canadian can be hard. I can get closer to Canadian because of being from the Midwest, because it's sort of a hybrid of
y'all say
A. We say some things similarly, but
then
also
what do Canadians sound like? Because that's super regional too, right?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Even just saying Canadian, like it's a huge country. People talk differently in different parts of it, right? But they've got the like about. We're about to go to the, and they just call things different names. They do say A. But then if you end up in like Minnesota or somewhere, Minnesota, they sound like that too. So it's, I don't know.
Maybe it's the cold makes you talk like that.
It might be.
In the South, your brain slows down, so you slow down talking too.
That must be it. All right, so Vanderbeek, it just says of that, I Don't Want Your Life part. He's kind of leaned into that and just made fun of it over the years.
He's really good at making fun of himself.
He really is. Like,
you never did watch Trust
No,
the
but I want to. And now that my husband watched this with me, we were talking more about James Van Der Beek because my husband was like going down a research rabbit hole, and I was like, yeah, he's a really cool, because my husband's like, I've seen him in something. I'm like, Dawson's Creek. He's like, no. And then Ali Larter. He's like, man, I've seen her in something. And
she was in everything.
There was one more. Was it? No, it wasn't Billy Bob. Well, yeah, it was, but that was a different one. Anyway, he remembered Ali Larter and James Van Der Beek from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh,
a Kevin Smith movie. He's like, they were in that movie.
They were.
He's like, he was really funny.
Yeah, he is really funny.
And then Billy Bob and James Van Der Beek were both in Not Another Teen Movie.
Yeah.
Kind of playing their roles from Varsity Blues.
Yeah. And Troy, as soon as the whipped cream bikini came out, he started dying laughing. And he's like, oh my God, remember the guy who is now Captain America? Like, he was the one with the banana split with the banana up his butt. And I totally forgot about
I forgot about that.
And he was like, what's that guy's name? And I was like, I couldn't remember. So we had to look it up. Now I forgot it. What's his name?
Captain America?
Yeah.
I can see his face, but I don't remember his name. He's one of the Chris's, right?
It's not Chris Pine. No, that's wrong.
Chris Helms?
No. Is that even a person? I don't know. We are getting everything wrong today.
She's going to look that up.
I have to.
So I found out, I don't know if it's tea, but something I didn't know about James Van Der Beek.
Chris Evans.
Okay. Yes, Chris Helms is a person.
It is?
Yeah. There's
who
like the three of them. Chris Pine, Chris Helms, Chris Evans, that people get mixed up.
Well, now who is that? That's going to drive me crazy.
Helms.
Chris
Isn't he?
Helms.
Let's look at him.
Helmsworth. No, wrong. Chris Helms is somebody in the Virginia Athletics.
I'm thinking of Hemsworth.
Hold on.
I'm thinking of Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
That's what.
What are you talking about? No.
What?
Australian actor.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. That is who I'm thinking of.
Just stop. It's Chris Hemsworth and Liam Hemsworth, the bros.
And one of them was in Into the Woods. He was the agony.
This is Chris Hemsworth.
That's what I was thinking of.
That's Thor.
Oh, yeah, that is Thor. Now that you said that, I'm like, yeah.
Katie,
I knew
Katie's failing on the pop culture references
today, guys. Too many Chris's to
Thor is my fave Avenger.
I know you like Thor.
I love Thor.
And
I love
Loki.
Loki.
Dressed up as Thor for
he
Halloween.
Was Fat Thor.
Fat Thor. I love that.
Yeah.
You guys had good costumes.
We always have good costumes.
You do.
We can't decide this year, which is, it's only August, but usually I have it, I know, and I'm working on it.
Because your son won't be home, for Halloween.
It's just the three of us, which actually makes it easier.
That's true.
Because Cooper likes to dress up, so.
He does. Just put him in something.
He had a really good idea, but I'm not going to say it in case we do it.
All right. We'll wait and see.
We are on rabbit trail a lot today.
So the tea that I found on James Van Der Beek.
Ooh.
So he is married to his wife, Kimberly. They got married in 2010.
They have a bunch of kids.
6 children, 4 girls, 2 boys.
Did she birth them all?
Yes. Yes.
Bless her.
And she's had beautiful. At least 2 or 3 miscarriages because they've been vocal after the fact. Like the week he got voted off Dancing with the Stars.
No.
She had a miscarriage.
No.
Same week. Yeah. Sad. So she's been pregnant 8 or 9 times.
Jeez, I'm Pete.
And at least one of them was like a later term miscarriage, like 18 or 19 weeks, something like that.
Man.
I know.
They're never easy, but.
Poor thing.
Oh,
but before that, he was actually married to someone else.
Ooh.
From 2003 to 2010.
Who was it?
Heather McComb. She's an actress.
She was on,
she looks like his wife
Charmed?
now. Maybe. She's like got strawberry blonde hair. And I wondered because as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, maybe he has kids then from like a previous marriage. Oh,
okay. No, she's not on Charmed. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Carlos is a big Charmed fan, and he'll be like, Danny, what are you even talking about? I don't know who that is.
So anyway, but they never had any children.
Oh, she does look like his current wife.
Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Look out.
I mean,
he met his current wife in Israel.
Okay.
He was on like a trip, like a humanitarian trip of some sort, and that's how they met.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they kind of full circle when they first got married, lived in New York City, and then in 2020 during COVID times moved their family out to Texas, and they live on a big ranch in Texas.
Yeah, they live on all kinds of land,
which I hadn't really thought of that connection with like Varsity Blues.
Yeah,
but yeah, they live their little homestead lifestyle,
and they're like super like natural people. Yeah,
they are. They're very holistically and just kind of like living off the land and stuff. But I will say, because there's nothing wrong with that at all, but sometimes people can sort of get on like a soapbox about that.
Yeah.
And I will say, especially since he's been fighting cancer, he's been the first to be like, look, I live in this quote unquote natural state.
And
I'm like, you got to get screened. You got to get this stuff checked out.
Yeah.
So I give him props for that.
Yeah, good for him.
For really being open
about
guy.
it.
He's a good guy. All right, let's move on to Paul Walker.
Oh, bless it.
So this was before the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And Varsity Blues was a breakout role for him, right?
God,
everyone knew who he was.
Was he a model?
Not that I see. No. I mean, he probably was. But it might not have been anything like big, like we would know. And then he became like the big heartthrob of the Fast and Furious saga. He starred in 7 of the films.
Was he in that many?
7, yeah.
So when we went to Universal the last time, we went on the Fast and Furious ride, which is horrible. Mm-hmm. The best part of that ride is the pre-show thing where you see all the cars. Well, I don't care, but my oldest loves cars. He's getting really into like fast cars and like that's cool. Like he is into that. And so they have some of the OG cars from the movie.
That's so cool.
So as you're waiting in line, you go through. It looks like you're in their shop.
Fun.
And they had, I mean, it's well known that ride is terrible because they could have done something so fucking
fast
awesome.
Cars. Hello.
But as we were standing there, Troy and I were like, how many movies, like was Vin Diesel in all of them? And then Paul Walker. And we were like, well, when did he die? Like, so he was in 7 of them.
He was in 7.
All right.
Yeah. He passed away in 2013 and he was 40. I guess I thought he was younger than that.
He just looked younger.
But he was in a car driven by someone else named Roger Rodas, and they were traveling somewhere between 80 and 93 miles per hour on like a residential street in Santa Clarita, California. And the driver lost control of the car, crashed into a concrete lamppost. A tree fell on it, and the trees caught fire. It was just like every horrible thing. You know what it sounds like?
Final Destination.
Also... Yes. Also, when they tell in Flowers in the Attic.
Oh my gosh.
When they're like, he got hit by a car and then he rolled into a ditch and then a tree fell on it and then it burst into flames. That's what it sounds like.
It's so terrible.
And I mean, it's super tragic, but my husband looked it up because I was like, oh, he died. He's like, from what? I was like, I think a car accident. So then he looked it up. But he was like, he was 40. He's like, that doesn't seem like something 40-year-olds would be like doing.
Was there questionable on if the driver was under the influence?
Yeah.
Or if they both were.
I think they both were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Not using all their judgment.
But I mean, I'm 44 and I do things that are stupid. Not
That's
like
true.
that. But I'm saying everybody does.
It has a different,
Everybody
or things that like, we're just lucky we don't get hurt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when we're not paying attention or whatever, whether we're in a car or just going through life. And most of the time you're still going to be okay. Right. But that one time.
Yeah.
Something happens.
Yeah.
Man. So, anyway.
So that's all on Paul Walker?
That's it on Paul Walker. Jon Voight. I could list all the things he's been in.
He's done
but
so much.
He is an Academy Award-winning actor.
Yeah, he's so good.
And he's Angelina Jolie's dad.
Which, she looks like him.
I know.
For real, the eyes.
I really noticed that when I rewatched
and the eyebrows.
Time. The cast said that they were actually intimidated by him on set because he stayed in character between takes.
Method actor.
So they were terrified of him.
You almost have to. Like, if you're playing that strong of a character to make that flip.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Have you ever played a character where you have a hard time flipping?
Yes. There was one where like I died in like the first 5 minutes, but I took my own life.
Ooh.
And so I would have to basically be like, hey, everybody, and get ready for the show and be like chatting with my castmates. And then like 30 to 45 minutes before we started, I was like, no one talked to me. I had to like sit against a wall and just like get to that place somehow because I couldn't go from like,
oh no,
Katie talking to her castmates to like this character, that's come to this point. So that probably is one. But that's like, real life to whatever. I can't think. I do a lot of like musicals that are upbeat. So a lot of times just smiling and dancing and singing. So that's not as hard. The show I'm going to be in, Next to Normal, is coming up in a couple months. I'm going to have to
That's going to be hard.
Ooh, it's going to be a rough one.
You're going to have to like make sure you have plenty of self-care time and not normal crazy life.
Yeah. And my husband pointed out, and I think he's right. He's like, I think you need to like book some therapy appointments in advance. Sure. Like just be like ahead of it.
And some body work stuff like massage or acupuncture or something, just because our body holds it.
Absolutely. Like, and I can get like physically sick from that. Yeah. So I think that's going to be one that obviously I won't be a method actor about, but it's going to take extra time getting in and out of character, I think. Yeah. What about you? Have you had any roles like that?
Well, not really. The only thing I can think of is, remember when I did last Christmas, right after Christmas Story, I did that scary event for, right? But I could flip the switch, like, because I would go, basically what I did, it was kind of like an interactive escape room. Is that scavenger hunt thing?
I'd say so, yeah.
My friend OP does all these crazy, like, alternate things. I love doing them because they're just so out there. And I had to play this really horrible, demented, I don't even know what I was. I was just I don't even know if I was a person, but like,
you were something.
I was really evil and bad, and I had to just fuck with people. But I would go in and out of the room to try and mess with people. So I'd go in and I used a Cockney accent and I would just do whatever. And then I'd come out and I'd just be standing there just talking to OP about our kids. And then he'd be like, okay, you can go back in now. And I'd walk back in and be like, I don't know, whatever I'd say.
Whatever you said.
So I think when it's for short term, I can just pop it on and off. And that was still, even though it was scary, it was still funny.
I was going to say it was silly.
It was silly.
Yeah, it was silly scary.
So, nah.
Not yet.
I mean, again, I haven't done anything super dark or deep.
I know you've mentioned Steel Magnolias is like a heart show for you. I bet that would be one, if you're ever cast in a version of that you would have to take a little extra time on, depending which character you were.
Well, but any of them really, because that graveyard scene where Malin breaks down.
Yep.
They're all there.
Yeah,
and they're keeping her together.
Yeah, so I think that might be one for you, because I believe you're going to be in that show at
one day. It's like, but I have auditioned for this show 3 times now, and I'm always in a different age bracket.
Yeah, it's like I could be these characters. Okay, now it's a decade later. I could be these characters.
I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday. We were talking about how it's a cast of 6 women, and 2 of them are in their 20s, in their early 20s, maybe even late teens, like 18, 19. 2 of them are supposed to be like in their 40s, 50s, which is Malin and Truby. And then 2 are in their 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
Which is Clarice and Weezer.
Yeah.
So when I was, I've only auditioned twice. Yes. Because I auditioned for Shelby or Nell when I was young. Then I auditioned for Malin or Truby.
Yeah.
So maybe my next one. Because let me tell you, if I could be Weezer, listen.
You'd be so good.
If I could be, or Truby, I would like to be Truby. I did do a callback for Malin, and that's the scene we had to do. It was the monologue.
Ooh.
That was hard. Yeah. And I mean, of course. And we all sat there and watched everybody that got called back. So we're already crying when they're crying.
When they're
doing it. And then you
it.
have to cry. And then, girl. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. Well, that might be the one for you.
It's going to come eventually.
So the other thing, though, about Jon Voight, yes, method actor, but he's also just kind of an asshole in real life.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not a very nice person.
Oh, fuck.
He's kind of known for being a dick and being very standoffish and very aloof. And him and Angelina Jolie are estranged.
Oh, that's
and have been because of some very public things with that. So
he was typecast.
Yes, method, but also kind of probably who he is. But he is a great actor.
Well,
across the board, we can
separate the art from the artist.
I guess I would like to see him win an Academy Award for being like the opposite of who he is. That to me would be like just like a doting, loving, wonderful grandpa or something. Like, can we see that and give him an award instead of just being like, good job, you played yourself.
You were an asshole.
Yeah,
so hard. What a stretch.
What a stretch. What a stretch. Applause. All right. Okay, we'll move on to Ali Larter, who played Darcy, right? She, of course, has this infamous whipped cream bikini scene.
Which we were watching it, and both of us, my husband and I both just laughed. We're like, it's just so silly now.
It's silly now. It was very like, when it first happened.
When she sat down on the couch, Troy goes, she's got to make a mess.
I know. Don't sit. Well, And maybe it's because I'm remembering seeing it on TV or totally misremembering. I remembered it having way more.
Oh no.
Like on the side. I was like, where's her bikini? It's like so little.
On the sides, like she had whipped cream straps.
I thought she did. I was like, where'd they go?
It was just to cover her.
I know.
Nips
I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know what I was thinking. So you may have guessed this, but it wasn't actually whipped cream.
Obviously, it would have melted
right off. It was shaving cream.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. So this was her first major movie role.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. But then she was
later in Dawson's Creek. But that was before this and the TV cameo. But that was
TV.
Yeah, TV.
Yeah. She was in Final Destination.
Yeah.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
And she was also a fan favorite on the show Heroes. Did you ever watch Heroes?
I didn't. Oh, with Hayden whatever.
Pantier.
I don't think that's right.
So weird.
Why did you say that? Pantier?
That is her name, though, I think.
No, I think that is right, but I don't think that's how it's said.
So either. Anyway, she was also on Heroes.
Pantier.
I can't either. Why did I sound like that? Anyway. And then obviously we've talked about her before. She's been in a bunch of other stuff. And
are you okay?
No, I'm not. I'll take my glasses off for a minute. She's in that current series Landman with Billy Bob Thornton.
I've seen clips of that show and it looks so good.
It looks really good.
Damn, she's still hot.
She's so good looking.
Hello.
Yeah. And like
I don't think she's had any work done, honestly.
I was saying she looks her age to me. Like she doesn't look like she did in Varsity Blues, but she looks great.
Oh my God. I honestly don't think she's had any work done. I think she just still looks great.
She just looks great. Yeah. I want to see that show for both of those actors. I like both of those actors.
Yeah.
That's what I have on her. Oh, Amy Smart. This was one of her first movies ever. She was Jules.
She's not my favorite.
She was kind of meh in this movie.
What else has she been in?
Okay, so then right after that, she was in Road Trip.
Oh, right.
Just Friends and The Butterfly Effect.
Oh, that movie's so good with Ashton.
Yes.
Oh, that movie's so good.
She played opposite some like pretty big hitters.
I mean, she's good. I guess her character was supposed to be kind of plain.
I think so too. Yeah. I like the only part I really liked of hers was when she was at work and on the microphone. She's like,
"Oh my God, look who's at my window!" Yeah, it's the big quarterback mock.
Yeah. I liked that scene, but otherwise, meh.
Yeah.
They
did her wrong with her hair in this show too.
I agree with that.
It just didn't look right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Then we have Scott Conn as Tweeter, the wild wide receiver.
He was adorable too back in the day.
So adorable.
Really.
So
he also looked 25.
I don't know how I didn't know this, but he's James Caan's son.
Oh, duh.
The like really famous actor.
He does look like him.
Now that I say that, I'm like,
his face.
Yeah, when I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah. And he sounds like him too.
Yes.
Yeah.
How funny.
And then he went on, he was in the Ocean's 11 movies.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was on the TV series and still is Hawaii Five-0.
Okay.
The reboot.
He's still good looking too, I bet.
I think he is. He's another one that like looks his age, but is still really
He's one of the brothers in the Ocean 11 movies.
Yeah.
The brothers. Yeah. Those movies are so freaking good.
Those are really good. I haven't watched those in forever. Those are really good.
Troy and I used to watch those a lot. You know how you would have movies where you would just like put them on?
And those are ones that you can, because you can just even watch just a couple scenes and be like entertained and move on.
The thing about that movie is that's like a true ensemble movie and every fucking person is good.
I totally agree. That's what made those so good.
Yeah.
Because it was like, not like you said, not just like focus on one or two. I mean, I would argue like George Clooney's storyline gets a little more time than everybody. But yeah, every single different character is so different from each other, and you like every single one.
Like Don Cheadle, come on.
I know.
Come on.
I love Don Cheadle.
All right, anyway.
Love him. And then Ron Lester is Billy Bob, which we already kind of talked about, how he died. Okay, so he was 45 when he died.
Oh, that's still young.
So young. And it was just the health challenges he faced before that, liver and kidney issues. And then he was hospitalized for several months prior to when he passed away, and then eventually taken off life support.
Oh,
I know.
Gosh.
And I was thinking about this. He had his gastric bypass after the movie. I'm like, I wonder if, I don't know, like, did he feel bad about himself watching the movie and that's why? Or was it like, oh, I'm a Hollywood person now, this is what you do?
I think, well, he probably had a lot of health problems.
Yeah.
I mean, 500 pounds is a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I mean, that is very taxing on your body, on your organs. I mean, just like you saw in the movie.
Right.
Like, it is very taxing. And maybe he just finally had the means.
Yeah. To do something about it.
Because you don't know. That's the thing. You don't know why someone's weight is the way it is.
Right.
You can't make judgments just because somebody's in a smaller body or in a bigger body. You don't know. He could have had a glandular issue. He could have had all kinds of things happening that he couldn't get a handle on without money, because healthcare in our country sucks.
Yeah.
So right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, it's his body.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess maybe silver lining or bright side, hopefully getting some of that weight off did extend his life. Yeah. Somewhat, right? Even if it was still gone too soon, it was hopefully still longer.
And I felt bad for him that whole movie.
Me too.
Because I felt bad for him the whole movie, and you're supposed to, but I felt like the fat jokes, that's like all they had.
Yeah. Well, my husband was like, as soon as he came on the screen and he was driving the truck, Billy Bob, he's like, this like one of the first comments my husband made when the movie started. He's like, oh, good, we're going to have the fat guy trope.
Yeah.
Like, great. It's going to be a movie full of fat jokes. And I was like, well, yeah.
And
that's going to be part of it.
I hate it.
And to your point, like, you're supposed to feel bad for him. You're also supposed to like him, you know, you're supposed to like, he's lovable, he's kind, but then he's also not very smart. And I didn't know how those two things were related.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Like when he was like, I had to scan the cats.
Yeah.
And he's talking about a cat scan. I was like, what? Like,
or when they's like, how many fingers am I holding up? And Mox is like, no, you got to ask him something he'll know.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like, what? Those.
So like he's dumb and fat and
right.
I just it was icky.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
didn't
the
like
90s, so that's what happened.
Yeah. Those were all the stars I had anything on. Let's move to the soundtrack. Okay, so this was released a week before the movie from Hollywood Records. So it had Loudmouth, Fly.
I was listening to it on the way here.
So good.
I mean, is it even a football movie if Thunderstruck by AC/DC
is
not in it?
Exactly.
That's what I was listening to. Because, man, that's a good hype song.
So good. We should listen to that every time before we record.
Oh, my God, let's.
We're going to come on like, hey, guys.
Although that poor man, that lead singer at AC/DC, he must have had some vocal problems.
Oh, man.
All he did was scream.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's got to be hard.
Yeah.
It's like poor Bon Jovi. Did you hear about all that? That Bon Jovi had surgery on his vocal cords and couldn't like talk for a while, and he had vocal cord paralysis.
Ooh.
He's okay now, but it took him years.
Yeah.
He almost couldn't sing at all anymore.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I know. Anyway, moving on.
Nice Guys finished last. Green Day. My Hero.
There goes my hero. Also a great football movie song.
Yeah, I love that song. Foo Fighters. Collective Soul, Run. Are you ready for the Fallout? Fastball? If I know that one. Horror Show, Third Eye Blind. Every Little Thing Counts, Janice Stark. Hot for Teacher.
Hot for
Van
Teacher.
Halen. Ship Jumper, Simon Says. Kick Out the Jams. Okay. Monster Magnet.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Kick Out the Jams.
It sounds like a jock jam beat. Maybe it was.
I didn't hear that one on my.
I didn't either. Black Eye from Black Lab, Two Faces, Days of the New, Thunderstruck, AC/DC, Teen Competition, Red Cross, and Varsity Blue, Caroline Spine.
Thunder. I love that song. I always get lyrics wrong. You know this.
Well, I think Thunder's right.
Well, no, Thunder's right. I was about to start singing like the first verse. I'm like, nah. I'm
like, you know what? I won't do that on a recorded situation. Yeah, so that was really good. And when it first started and the music started playing, and then they showed like the Moon Man.
Yes.
I said, that's right. This is MTV. I was like, oh, good. The music's going to be really good. Yeah. And it was. I thought they did a really good job with the music.
Great.
All right. So just some little trivia about it. So James Vanderbeek was not naturally good at football. He had to train with a quarterback for 4 weeks.
That's not long.
That's not that long, though.
Seriously.
But he was like young and fit. So maybe he was able to pick it up.
You could train me for 4 weeks and I still fucking wouldn't be able to play football.
Me either. Although we don't know how many. Was it 8 hours a day? Was it
Doesn't matter. You
can
train me 24 hours a day.
You need a year.
I need nothing because I can't. I am terrible at sports, which it always surprises people because I am strong and I am athletic, but I am not a sports person. Does that make sense?
I mean, depending what sport it is, there's a lot of coordination that goes into that too. I'm not saying you're not coordinated.
No, but the catching, hand-eye coordination, y'all, it's bad. I cannot.
Yeah, totally. So you'd be good like running track or swimming laps.
Except I'm slow AF. So
on both running and swimming?
I'm a horrible swimmer.
You are?
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Girl.
Okay.
What about me, mate, would make you think
I don't know.
Swimmer?
I would have thought you would have been a good swimmer.
No.
Oh.
Well, I'm not.
I bet you are. I bet you're being modest.
Okay, you could come watch me. I got a good dog paddle going on.
Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out.
Are you a good swimmer?
I'm a really good swimmer, yeah.
Oh, well, good for you.
I've been swimming more because I was like remembering, because I get so frustrated when I get stiff and sore from exercise, even walking sometimes if I walk too far or too fast or the road's uneven. Yeah. I was like, I literally have a pool in my backyard. Like, it's not great for laps necessarily, but I've just been like treading water and stuff. And I'm like, I love this.
Treading water is an amazing workout.
Yeah. Like, I feel it in my abs.
It's your whole body. It's cardio. It's
feels
strength.
amazing.
It's mobility. Plus, you don't have to worry about gravity if you're in the water.
And I realized, because like, man, I like this. I could like do this forever. This feels great. And I was like, I think it's because it's the only time that I'm not fighting gravity. Yeah. So not only am I like getting a fun little workout and it's refreshing because I'm in the pool, I don't hurt.
Yeah, your joints are like,
and I'm literally not hurting. And that's like never. Well, even when I lay in my bed, I'm hurting.
Well, I was going to say, it also takes the pressure off. It's like when you're pregnant and you get in, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it just feels amazing. So anyway, I'll be doing more of that. All right. So the football scenes were filmed in Elgin, Texas, and they just hired locals
to fill
the stands as extras. And then this thing I saw that had that trivia said, imagine your Friday night plans being, hey, what would be in a James Van Der Beek movie?
That's so crazy.
That's so crazy. But yeah, if you think about it, I mean, now you could computerize some of that, but those stands were packed.
Yeah.
You probably had hundreds of people.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a small town too. Yeah, so like,
exactly.
Oh, speaking of, did you see that comment that Chris made on our Fast Times post? Mm-mm. He went to Van Nuys High School.
I did.
And he said he remembers them filming stuff there.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
First-hand accounts.
First-hand accounts.
Us and Chris. Oh, okay. So I told you how the whipped cream bikini is actually shaving cream. Originally, it called for chocolate syrup.
How?
Like on top of it.
Melt off.
The director scrapped it because it was too messy.
Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah. What are we saying?
I mean, and also you're gonna get the point across. You don't need the chocolate syrup.
No, we don't. I already mentioned the thing about not another teen movie. They also quote the 2000 in Mean Girls. Regina George says her favorite movie is Varsity Blues.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That was just like a pop culture thing that I found.
That's fun.
In January 2002, MTV announced that they would produce a television series based on the film.
I remember that.
Yeah. But it was ultimately scrapped. Yeah, it's at an hour, so it looks like it's just picking up where it left off.
But let's stop and make sure.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
I don't think